I'm Anjy, and this is Tony. And first of all, I'd like to thank you all for taking the time to watch us. We really appreciate you out there taking that time to see what was going on with our channel. And our channel is about music and art and creativity. And Tony's a musician, and we like to travel, and he's often playing somewhere or doing some different things. But I always hear the musicians talking together, and they talk about the chops. What are your chops? And I go, well, is he talking about my pork chops? I like mine with a bit of applesauce. I don't know about you. What about lamb chops? I like them. You don't like lamb chops, but I like lamb with mint sauce. But apparently, that's not the kind of chops that we're talking about. So I thought that I would go to Tony and find out not just about chops, but about other music terminology. Tony is a multi-instrumentalist. He plays piano, guitar, sax, harmonica, and many other instruments. I'm going to talk to Tony today about what his chops are, what it means, and other terminology that I want to find out. So hopefully he's open to me coming to talk to him. Hey Tony.
Huh? Hello.
I want to ask you some questions.
Okay, shoot.
What does chops mean?
What do chops mean? Mm-hmm. Well, originally they were meant to describe the condition of your embouchure. As a sax player, I know what the embouchure means. It's this collection of these muscles around your mouth. And as a brass player, whether it be trumpet or sax or any other brass instrument, you got to have real strong muscles. And if you don't, your chops won't be there. So your chops are your proficiency of your instrument is kind of like an overall view of chops. If you've rehearsed a lot, usually that means your chops are up, you got good chops, and it also means that musical phrases that you learn throughout the years of playing, like it might be like something as simple as, so that's a chop, and you collect all these chops in the woodshed. So the woodshed, you're gonna ask that, I know. I can see Anjy already wondering, what's that? Well, the woodshed is a collection of all your chops. And your collection is kept in your memory to be used whenever you need them and whenever you think it can work good.
So it really is about your skill level. It's like what I call in art your visual vocabulary. And your skills, you get better when you practice, and you're always practicing your stuff. So it's a very similar to that. And your visual, the woodshed is, what I'd call visual vocabulary. That the more you paint, the more you get. Yeah. So is it pretty much like that?
Yeah, pretty much like that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot here.
All right.
Wow, Tony. So, Tony, that was an incredible. Is that Boogie Woogie?
That's Boogie Woogie. Yeah.
So, what does Boogie Woogie mean?
Well, Boogie Woogie is an old term that dates back to the turn of the century, and basically it's dance hall music done on the piano. It's been filtered down into almost any other percussion instrument, but playing Boogie Woogie is not for the faint of heart, because your mind is split right down the middle. Your left hand is playing the percussion and the rhythm, and with notes combined to give it that, and then the right hand is playing something completely different, different rhythm, different notes, different. You need different chops for each side of the piano. So Boogie Woogie is an interesting type of music, but I love it. It's great.
So, thank you, Tony, for giving us some insight into the music terminology of chops. I think you got your chops when it comes to Boogie Woogie. You definitely got your chops there. So, thank you very much for enlightening me and our viewers a little bit about Boogie Woogie and our chops. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
So hi, I'm Angie. This is Tony, and we're from Anjy and Tony's Creative Retirement. And what a beautiful thing today to do on a snowy day in Kelowna in the British Columbia, Canada. Listen to some music, and thanks Tony for explaining what my chops are, because now I know what a boogie is and what chops are in case I ever want to do the boogie, which is probably not going to happen. Anyway, if you would like to hear more from us about what we do in our creative music art retirement, just press, what do we press? Subscribe!
And like.
And anything else we're supposed to press?
Notifications.
Notifications! And if you have any questions, please just put them down below, and we'll get to them and answer them for you. Thank you. Have a beautiful day, and make sure you have a fun, creative day.